Thoughts on practice today?
Pretty good practice. We lost the sun today, so sometimes the sun brings a little more energy. So we were a little bit up and down, but guys are learning and flying around, so we just got to keep working on staying up at a high level the whole time.
What are your thoughts been on Lamont McDougal now that he's kind of playing for real time now?
Lamont's doing a good job. He's a physical player. He gets after it, so he's learning the defense right now, and so we're just continuing to work with him on, technique and things of that nature to make sure that once he gets the learning piece down, he's got the technique down, and then he's ready to go.
Do you think having players like Misi and Amir inside as well are elevating Lamont's play as well out here 4 practices in?
Well, I think so. I think with the group that we've got, there's guys that are hungry to play. There's some guys that have played a little bit, and so those guys that have played, they're really helping the other guys out to get them up to speed as fast as they can. And the guys that haven't played a lot, they're hungry to show what they can do. So the competition's been good. The team morale's been good, and so far so good. Pretty excited about it.
Losing Taylor and Logan, what's the best way for you as a coach just to try and develop capable starters and backups and fill that experience void you're losing there?
Well, our philosophy is that we play a lot of guys, especially on defense, and so when you do have guys that graduate, you feel good about the next set of guys that are stepping in because they have played a significant amount of downs throughout the season. So it's still got to sort it out to see who's 1, 2, and 3. But you feel good about what they're bringing to the table.
And then the pass rush was definitely a strength last year, but this is your 3rd season on the Blues. Do you feel like gradually you're getting more and more talent in the fold that you have to coach now as you've been here?
Well, I think the guys are feeling more comfortable in the defensive scheme and what we're doing. And in a program, you hope that you can continue to move forward and continue to elevate, get better than you were the year prior. So we'll obviously there's a lot that goes into it. Guys on the back end covering, us getting pressure on the quarterback. It's a marriage that you definitely have to have between the two units. And then also you throw the linebackers in there too, covering the underneath route. So they give us a little more time. We got some time to get to the quarterback. We put a little more pressure on the quarterback. Maybe the quarterback makes a bad decision.
Touching on the success that you guys have had in the pass rush, does it get harder year after year? Last year, top of the Pac-12 in sacks, and do teams anticipate a good pass rush coming from WSU more?
Well, I would imagine so. But again, the defensive philosophy, Coach Clay's defense is putting pressure. It's what Coach Leach wants, from a team aspect. And so you put the pressure on there, whether you rush with 4, rush with 3, you send some extra guys on the blitzes. But any combination that we can do it with any personnel that we do it with, just trying to get, some added pressure on the queue, get that ball out as quick as we can.
In some of those one-on-one drills, how do you think Liam Ryan has looked at left tackle going against some of your guys?
Oh, Liam's done a really great job. He's a very athletic young man, and he's a smart football player. So him sliding out there to left tackle, it's like riding a bike, I guess. He just kind of picked it right up and ran with it. So, I think it just shows what the offensive staff and particularly what Coach Miller has been able to do with those guys. And then obviously you got to throw in Coach Tyson Brown with the strength staff as far as getting those guys, stronger and more agile. And then you can start mixing and matching people around to get the best combination.
How's it been working with Coach Bellantoni 4 practices in thus far?
Oh, it's been great. I'm not the new guy, so that's always a great thing. But Coach has done a great job, and I've known him for a long time. We've known him for a long time, and so it's exciting to see him out there and getting into the fold, getting to know the players, and the players getting to know him, and building that trust factor between the two groups and getting after. So we're headed in the right direction.
One more. When you get your opportunity to do the one-on-one pass protection drills, are there any matchups that you really get excited about?
At this point, I would say all of them are pretty exciting. Once it starts to sort itself out, but when you see Nnamdi out there, you want to see him continue to improve on his pass rushing ability. When you see Will Rogers, seeing him go to different spots to challenge different guys, and you like to see that. Seeing Misi and Lamont bringing a more physical aspect to it. So they're all pretty exciting right now, and as we kind of go through the spring, we'll kind of sort it out, figure out who are the best matchups to kind of do some challenges with. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Actually, just one more. I don't know if today, but definitely on Tuesday, you gave Nnamdi a few chances to rush from the interiors. what are your thoughts about him rushing from the interior?
Well, when he's tucked inside, he's explosive, and I think that's what Hercules was really good at, was being explosive, pass rushing through that B gap, and so it puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line, I do believe, and so if we got an opportunity to slide him inside from time to time and provide some interior pressure on a guard that maybe not quite used to that, then that's what we'll want to do. But again, it's sorting it all out and see where the pieces fall into play as we continue to move through the spring.
Coach, what's your sense of energy in the drills between the O-line and the D-line so far for practices?
So far, it's been pretty good. We've had a couple of scuffles in there and some guys getting after it, but I tell you what, it's a respect factor between the two. The battle of the trenches, we talk about all the time, but, and I will say that we are the only ones, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, we're the only ones with men in our title, so we have to make sure we bring the energy and the effort each and every time.
Good with Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate what you do. All right.